Hello, good evening, and welcome to day number 322. My name is Mary, and today's story called Saul Goes Home. When Saul preached that Gentiles might be saved by Jesus Christ, it made the Jews angry, just as it had made Saul angry to hear Stephen preach this same gospel. They would not listen to Saul, and they wanted to kill him, as they had killed Stephen. One day, Saul was praying in the temple. The Lord came to him once again, and Saul saw Jesus and heard his voice saying, "Make haste and go quickly out of Jerusalem, for the people here will not believe your words about me." Then Saul said to the Lord, "Lord, they know that I put into prison and beat in the synagogues those who believed in you. And when your servant Stephen was slain, I was standing by and was keeping the garments of those who stoned him." And the Lord said to Saul, "Go from this place. I will send you far away to preach to the Gentiles." Then Saul knew that his work was not to preach the gospel to the Jews, but to the Gentiles, the people of other nations. The disciples in Jerusalem helped him get away from his enemies in the city and led him down to a place called Caesarea on the seashore. There, Saul found a ship sailing to Tarsus, a city in Asia Minor. Tarsus was Saul's birthplace and his early home. He went back to Tarsus and stayed for a few years, safe from the Jews. He was a tent maker, and he worked at his trade while preaching the gospel in Tarsus. Now that Saul the enemy had become Saul the friend, all the churches in Judea, Samaria, and Galilee had rest and peace. The followers of Christ could preach without fear, and the number of those who believed grew rapidly, for the Lord was with them. All through the land, from Galilee down to the desert on the south, there were meetings of those who believed in Jesus as the Savior. And the apostles Peter and John went to teach them the way of life. And that was the end of the Lord's word. Now we come to the discussion questions. There are 3 of them. The first one says, why were the Jews angry when Saul preached that the Gentiles could be saved? Why were the Jews angry when Saul preached that the Gentiles could be saved? Second question, where did God send Saul next? Where did God send Saul next? Second part of number 2, what did he do there? What did he do there? Number 3 and last, what happened after Saul stopped being the church's enemy? What happened after Saul stopped being the church's enemy. And that was the end of day number 322. Stay tuned. I will be taping the next day as well. May God bless us. Until then.